um, came back really fast with my thoughts on the Huawei modem that I bought, the E5788, and it's fucking rubbish. Um, for my case, where I live, somewhere in the forest, this Huawei, which was very expensive at exactly 500 euro, did as good as my old modem from 2015, which is the E5577C Huawei, and this one is from 2015. And this one, it's a Cat 4, 150 megabyte LTE down and 50 up max, with a 1500 milliamp hour battery, which after 3 years it still lasts around 4 to 5 hours. It has two networks of 2.4 and a 5, but you can choose one or the other, can't have both at the same time. It works with an SD card up to 32. It has TS connectors for what do you call it, for an external antenna. It's perfect. It has a display, shows the information, what it's currently on. It's 6 users. It's a 4G network with 3 bars out of 5. If you double press, it tells you the key and the Wi-Fi network that is on, the 2.4, and what its name. You can put it on for roaming. It's perfect. And this one works actually better than the Huawei, which is a 2018 Cat 16 modem, which has similar processor and LTE technology as the Netgear M1, but it doesn't deliver. It has actually 2 antennas extra. The Netgear has 4 and the Huawei E5788 has 6 antennas. Full band 4x4 MIMO and a 256Q AM modulation antenna. It works the same in both bands, 2.4 and 5 together. The software to make all of this, the web page that you go to, is rubbish. You cannot set your own bandwidth on, for example, if I wanted on just LTE 2600 megahertz, I can't choose that. It has only 2G, 3G and 4G, and in my case it didn't even reach LTE because it didn't even get 30 megs down, and it got 8 up. And this one from 2015 with a Cat 6 gets 35 down and almost 20 up. It's like 19.8 or something. So I don't know what's the deal with Huawei. It doesn't have an expansion slot for SD like the old one. It doesn't have connectors for antenna like the old one. The display, the touchscreen, is quite okay. It's not that bad. The display itself is shit. It's cool that you can connect it through Bluetooth to this to your Wi-Fi network, but if you choose Bluetooth, it will close the 2.4 or 5 gigahertz network. So either you use the Bluetooth internet or you use the Wi-Fi internet. So that's kind of rubbish. It supports more users than the Netgear. It should be by all means a little bit better than that, but it has NFC, you can touch it and it will connect. But that's it. I mean, nothing more. The software is rubbish. You cannot do anything. I told you, you can't even change. You can't change anything. You just can, for somebody that is not a power user, I had so many options that you don't need. I needed to have LTE. I needed to have some sort of interaction to see how much signal I'm getting. You don't get that information. You don't know how are you charging. It doesn't tell you anything about the device. It's just it's the same software as this one has, and it's the same software as you find on a home device, the one that you get for free from I don't know, from your internet provider. So that's kind of rubbish. So between all of these, the Netgear, it's a hell of a choice if we didn't have this fucking software or battery issue. I don't know which one it is, or it's just the temperature sensor on the battery that is set too low by factory, because around 55 degrees it's most of the device, especially when you have a quick charge on it, it will get so hot. I mean, still my old Asus Zenfone 2, it still gets to, I don't know, 60 degrees. But it still works. I mean, it's really old, but it still works very okay. Even if it gets fucking hot. So, I don't know what to say about the Huawei. Just don't buy it. It's not worth it. I mean, you're better off with this one. And right now, it's quite cheap still. It's not that expensive, and you're better off with this one. I mean, you can even put an SD card, and if you're traveling and you have like us, it's like a family, I can put movies on this one, and just everybody can choose whatever they want, cartoons, a movie. We're going with the car for 3-4 hours, and then you need to go to like some shopping mall and everything, and this is like pocketable. The other Huawei is big, thick, and it has no functionality whatsoever. Instead of getting a bad Wi-Fi connection, LTE connection. I don't think it even gets an LTE connection. And if you look here on this, this is the only page that you can find this product information, and everything else works at its device. Speeds are really good signal strength if you're close to town. If you're in a more remote area, I don't think that's a good idea. It's a rubbish device. I mean, I didn't even expect to get lower than this 2015 device. And 2015, it's been a whole lot longer in technology years. I mean, in 3 years, we got everything so fucking small. Oh my god, it's crazy. And they actually got the these devices bigger, and they still are not, how do you call it? Even if they're portable for business people in cities. If you need to have your own fast internet, so you don't use the rubbish coffee shop internet. For that, I think it will be just perfect, because usually in big cities you have really good connections. It's signal towers everywhere, on top of buildings, under buildings, it's everywhere, in your subway. But if you're living outside of a town, in a forest, the Huawei is not for you. The Netgear is great. The battery lasts okay-ish, but only if you find one of those devices, I mean one of those units that doesn't have a faulty battery issue, like me, twice in a row. That's hard. So that's it about the Huawei. Very disappointed. Hey, it has very good reviews if you read on Amazon and everything, but don't. If you're living in town and you need a fast solution and you don't need uh, more ports than the charging one, then that will be just great. It has a touch screen. You can do everything from the touch screen, get the connections on, get all the settings. It has absolutely everything. The Netgear doesn't have that. You need to be connected to a computer and you need to go to that web page. But if you are on the go, that is fucking fantastic. The LCD screen does so much more if you're on the go and you need to change settings really fast and go through the network, see who's connected, get different things done from the modem directly, so you don't need a computer, so you don't need to be like in a coffee shop, take out your laptop so you can set your device, so you can have a small conference with your colleagues or something. You just do it from there and turn it on and it works. Put it on the table so everybody else can connect to it. But on the Netgear you need to have everything done through the software. So if you're out and about in the forest and you have only mobile devices and you have to open your phone, go on the page or go on the app, do things, not very practical. The Huawei is good in that regard, but of course you can make your own opinion. Just so you know, this is also a good option, the small one. I'm still using it until I can find a proper solution for outside big cities. So if you have any suggestions for a good router that has high speed, it can maintain the speed, it won't drop the signal, because this one kind of drops signal sometimes. I mean, it can go up to 35, but it can go up to 5 also. So you can have a big fluctuations, but the Netgear doesn't do that. It stays on a certain amount. I mean, I had a max of 80 something, but I had a minimum of 51, which is quite good. Not to say about the Huawei that it was I had a max of 9 up or 10. I think I can. Yeah, wait a moment. I had, yeah, the biggest one was 10.16 on up, but the lowest was 0.7 on up. Max was let me see here. Max was 3809 down on the Huawei, and the lowest was 1359. But the thing is, on the Netgear it's like this: 57, 57, 56, 53, 56, 62, 60, 51, 51, 52, 56, 54, and on the upside 14, 13, 14, 12, 15, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26. I mean, it's much better. And the small one, I did a couple of tests now. It's 27, 25, 28, 27, 25, and up 18, 18, 19, 12, 12. And I think I have some tests done before. Don't remember. Oh yeah. And the highest I went with this, I don't know, maybe it was a fluke, but it got to 26.75 up with the small one. But it's just a fluke, that's why I told you it fluctuates so much. So you can have super good or down below. So this is a really good one if you have kids that need a portable solution when they go out with their phones and everything, and you can buy the internet and be separate from their abonnement, so they can have a prepaid card and only for chat, and then they can have this, which you can use your home internet. Like me, I have internet home, and then I can request 3 more other SIM cards for my same contract. So you can have the same unlimited internet on 4 SIM cards, and you can divide them among the family. So if the kid can have only a prepaid card, which you pay like $5 probably per month, and then you don't need to think about the internet because it's unlimited. So he just needs to have this with him all the time in his pocket or backpack, which is quite good. But yeah, that's a good solution for this one, even if it's not that fast, but it doesn't need to be that fast. This is a good solution for that. But for a home solution, we need to find something else. So I'm gonna return this one also, and hopefully till maybe next week I'm gonna get a new one, and we're gonna start all over again. See if we can actually have some good internet in the remote area. See you next time.